So here we are at Roebling Road Raceway for round one of the WERA National Endurance Series. Endurance racing is a little unique because you have pit stops during the race. This particular event is a 4-hour race. So what happens is that we sent our teammate Melissa out on the motorcycle first. So she started the race from a dead stop.
Right before the start of the race, I was a nervous wreck, like I always am before a race, and was thinking of doing something creative with the Cheerios I'd ingested earlier that morning. I don't know why I'm always so nervous, because as soon as the green flag drops, I'm usually like the happiest girl in the world. So luckily, I girded up, and all I could think of was I need to get a good start, because that's the one thing I usually have a good handle on.
We were gridded like in the second wave start, and we were, I think, like 9th in class. So you have 6 classes that are in the race itself to denote different sizes of motorcycles and different things you can do to the motorcycle. So we were about 9th in class and way back there, probably 30th on the grid. So Melissa gets going and she does her 50-minute stint. Then next thing you know, she pulls in and we're 4th in class and we're in the top half overall.
The first couple laps, I was nervous because I knew that the tires we were going to be running on were definitely harder tires, because we knew that if we chose those harder tires, the advantage we'd have over the non-Dunlop shod teams would be that we could go the whole race on one set of tires. So they were harder, and I think I let my little tire people in my mind get to me because they were sticky enough to do much faster than I was going. The one thing is, suddenly after maybe 5 or 6 laps, I looked down and the gas gauge hadn't budged at all, and I was thinking, I'm in big trouble. If I can't run this tank of gas out, I'm gonna look like the biggest dork ever. And so my creative genius to get past this problem was, the longer I'm at full throttle, technically, the quicker I'm gonna run out of gas, right? And apparently that's good for lap times too, because I started going quicker. The pit stop is crazy, because when I'm coming in, all I think is that I need to get my job done. So I know I need to get the bike in neutral before I come to a stop. I don't want to be rolling down pit lane slowly. There's people everywhere, and the last thing I want to do is clobber someone on pit road. And I'm also like exhausted. So I'm coming in, I'm trying to find neutral, I'm trying to hit the kill switch, which is kind of like hard to get to. And then I go to step off the bike, and keep in mind that this is mostly right-hand turns on this track. I didn't realize how messed up my legs were, and my legs just gave out from underneath me. So it was like I'm stumbling to get out of the way so Greg could get on the bike, and then I just couldn't do anything but just sit there and be like, thank God that I finished that tank of gas, because now I'm not a chump.
So I got on the bike, went out there and rode around just as hard as I could, as fast as I could. At an endurance pace, you can't go flat out because you'll get yourself exhausted. So we did that. We pulled in and we were 2nd overall. But of course what happens is that, when you spend time in the pits with pit stops and stuff, that always changes on the racetrack, just like a NASCAR event. So Melissa gets back out there, and we were 4th after the pit stop, and she maintained that 4th place position, and we got back to it. There was the 3rd pit stop. I got back on the bike, and we settled into 3rd in our class.
So I'm getting ready to go out for my last stint, and I know that Greg has gotten us into 3rd place. I don't know how far back 4th place is, and I don't know how far up 2nd place is. All I know is that Greg's going faster than me, and I don't want to lose 3rd place for us, because then I'm going to feel like, I don't know, a loser. So all I could think is like, I have to step it up, I have to go faster, or else it's going to be my fault we don't end up on the podium. So I go out, and I'm doing my best, and I have no idea like where I am in relation to anyone else. So it's kind of hard, because you just don't know what's going on around you. So all I could do was do what I knew how to do and do the laps I knew I could do. And I was super confused, because right about halfway through my stint, they gave me the inboard, and I was like, wow, I must be going really slow. But I guess they just wanted to make sure, because I knew we were going to cut it close on fuel consumption. So it's probably a good choice. My legs were trashed by then, so I think I was ready to be done.
Last pit stop went well. We put some fuel in it, just a splash and go. Went back out on the racetrack, 5 seconds ahead of 4th place. We maintained that for the next 10 minutes. And Millnic Media Honda, we ended up on the podium, our first event of 2007.
To podium our first race was awesome. I mean, you can't come into a series, like I didn't even know what to expect. I had no idea how well we would do. I just know that at any WERA event you show up to, the competition is going to be intense. I mean, there's some magnificent riders out here. So for us to get on the podium, our first race of the season, is awesome because I know that Greg and I are only going to get faster, and I mean, we can only go up from here.
We're happy to represent our sponsors, and you know, make sure you check out WERA.com for more information about the WERA National Endurance Series, WERA National Challenge Series. And don't forget to check out MillnicMediaHonda.com to learn more information about myself and Melissa and the race program and some of the other guest riders that we're going to have during the course of the season. Thanks for watching the video.